How do you ranch?
Okay, letter A is Turkey. Letter B is Iran. What is letter C? Ariel? Iraq. Okay, that one is Iraq. Letter C is Iraq. Okay. What is letter D? What country is letter D, Josiah? Starts with an S. Cameron?
Saudi Arabia.
Good. Saudi Arabia. That's letter D. Okay. Letter D is Saudi Arabia. Letter E. Okay, who remembers what this country is? Letter E. Okay, it's where the most important river is located in Israel. Landon? What's the most important river in Israel?
No, not Jericho.
Livy? Jordan. That is the country of Jordan. Okay. That is the country of Jordan. Okay. That's where the Jordan River divides Israel and the country of Jordan. Okay. Letter F. What country is that? Okay. Starts with an S. Olive. Do you know? Okay.
I know.
Shane. Do you know?
No. I know.
Okay. Adam.
Syria.
Syria. Good. That's the country of Syria. Okay. Then that's the same country, okay? Then letter G. What's that small country? Tristan, what's that small country? It's kind of one of the famous countries. It's like where the descendants of Abraham were. Israel. Okay, that's the country of Israel. Okay. Then letter H. Who can tell me what letter H is? Starts with an L. Cameron? Lebanon. Okay. Lebanon. That is the country where letter H is. All right. Let's go ahead and look at our map on page number 49. Okay, turn to page 49 on our map. Okay, page 49, Savannah. Page 49, Olive. Okay, for those of you who were gone on Friday, make sure you get what you're supposed to highlight, which we are going to do right now. Okay. What do you mean?
49. The page number?
Yeah, page number 49. Is there more than one?
100.
Oh, yeah, just 49. Okay, page 49. Make sure that you highlight, grab your highlighters, Shane, Savannah, and Olive. Highlight the Black Sea. Okay, for those of you, stop drawing at them. Put that away before I rip it up into shreds. Okay, page 49, highlight the Black Sea. Okay, highlight the Caspian Sea. Highlight Ankara. That is the capital of Turkey. Okay, so find where Turkey is. Highlight Ankara. And then highlight Turkey. You want to know that country. Okay. Go to Iran. Highlight Iran and Tehran. Tehran is the capital of Iran. Okay. Go to the left. Go to Iraq. Highlight Baghdad. That is the capital of Iraq. Highlight Iraq. You want to know that country as well. Okay, highlight Syria. So there are two, like the blown up picture and then the country of Syria on the regular map, but you can highlight both. But then if you guys look at the blown up picture, the capital of Syria is Damascus. So you want to know that. Okay, you guys, you have the capital of Damascus. Okay. Then highlight the country of Jordan and the capital city of Amman. Okay, highlight Israel and the capital city of Jerusalem. Not Oman, Amman. the capital of Jordan, which is in the little box. You see Jordan in the little box? The excerpt right here, Olive? The capital of Amman. Okay, and that's where Damascus is as well. Okay. Highlight Israel, highlight Jerusalem, highlight Lebanon, and the capital city of Beirut. Okay, and then highlight the Arabian Sea. You guys see the Arabian Sea? It's on the right hand, bottom right.
Is it big before?
What is?
The sea?
Seas are pretty big. Not as big as the oceans, though.
Like, is the sea like a pond?
Nope.
Like a humongous pond?
Nope, it's a huge sea. The Arabian Sea is a sea, not a pond.
Can sharks live in there?
Can a shark live in a pond?
Like
a huge one. Like from here all
Has to be salt water.
all salt water from here to Palm Springs.
They go in the freshwater and live in the
Yeah.
They do?
What?
All right, so that is our map. Make sure you guys are highlighting and studying those. Okay. Go ahead and turn to page number. Actually, let's review. Okay, what is the world's largest peninsula? Emmeline? Okay, Livy? Good, the Arabian Peninsula. For those of you who were not here on Friday, that is on page 47. Highlight that. Okay, the largest peninsula in the world is the Arabian Peninsula. The Arabian Peninsula is land, so no, I don't think so. Okay. Okay, turn the page to 48. Highlight the Sinai Peninsula. It is triangular in shape, but then also at the top of the page, okay, highlight the name, Sinai Peninsula, and then highlight the interesting fact that the tribes of Israel spent 40 years wandering through the wilderness of this peninsula before they entered the promised land. Yes, Cameron?
Wait. Is it the peninsula have other sides or land?
No, it's land. Nope. Okay, highlight Asia Minor, which is modern Turkey. That is a bold term. We are on page 48. Okay. Asia Minor is modern Turkey. Highlight what a plateau is. It's an area of high-level land. And then highlight the second highest mountain peak is Mount Ararat. Okay, we are on page 48 at the bottom. Okay, the second highest mountain peak is Mount Ararat. Okay, turn the page to page number 50. Highlight the climate of the Middle East, that it is dry. It's the second line. The climate of the Middle East is dry. Highlight the last paragraph on the left-hand side. Between the desert regions and the Mediterranean lands are areas with a steppe climate, which are dry, grassy plains with little rainfall. Steppe climate. Okay? You have that highlighted, Shane? A steppe climate. Okay? And then highlight fertile, which is at the top of page number 50. Savannah, we're on page 50. Okay, fertile means able to grow crops. All right, let's talk about the plants and the animals of the Mediterranean area or the Middle East. Okay, plants and animals. Okay, the Mediterranean areas and mountains of Middle East are home to a variety of trees. Olive trees, fig trees, date palms, almond trees, pomegranates. They're basically the sources of food. Other trees include cedar, the fir tree, the pine tree, the myrtle tree, oak tree, poplar, and willow. Those are different plants in this region. Okay, the date palm has always been important to the people of Middle East. Okay, those are date palms if you guys see on the left-hand side on page number 50. Those are date palms. Okay, those trees have always been important to the people of the Middle East because in ancient days, every part of the date palm was used. So the date itself was eaten or for food. Then the wood could be used for building, and then the strong rope could be made from the fibers of the wood. So that's what they used back then for a lot of their stuff that they made. Okay. Yes, Adam?
Aren't there stuff that you can eat that are called dates? Is that where it comes from?
That's the fruit of the date palm. So that's what they would eat. They made stuff from their wood, from the fiber of the wood. Okay, the stones of the seeds would be used and ground for maybe fuel, or pressed for oil, or maybe food for camels. So every part of the tree was used. Okay, let's look at animals. Dromedaries, which are one-humped Arabian camels, horses, and donkeys, have carried men and their burdens in the Middle East for many centuries. Cattle, sheep, and goats have long been important sources of milk and meat, and oxen were once used to pull plows, carts, and wagons. Still living in the woods and mountainous areas of the Middle East are familiar wild animals such as the wolf, deer, fox, and brown bears. Leopards and lions were once common, and in some places there were even elephants. Bees have always been important for their honey, which is one of the few foods that will not spoil, and there are different kinds of birds. So the Middle East, they have a lot of other different types of animals. Okay, let's read about the people. 4.4. Most of the people in the Middle East are Arabs who speak the Arabic language and practice the religion of Islam. Highlight that, class. Most people in the Middle East are Arabs who speak the Arabic language and practice the religion of Islam. Okay, those are about the people in the Middle East. Okay, turn the page to page 52. Okay, page 52. All right, some cities still resemble the ancient circular cities that were divided into sections called quarters. Many of the modern cities still have sections or quarters where different groups of people would live and work. Okay, so those are just different kinds of the living areas. But if you guys look down, okay, at the second paragraph, some nomadic Bedouin herdsmen, okay, remember what we said Bedouins were? They were the Arabic nomads of the Middle East. These were the nomads who wandered from place to place. These were the Bedouins. Okay, some of them still exist today, and they still live in the Middle Eastern desert. So we talked about how Bedouins were part of the ancient Middle East, but some, they still exist today. Okay, they are organized into tribes, and the head of each tribe is called a sheikh. Okay, sheikh is the head person of the Bedouin tribe. Bedouin men are allowed to have more than one wife. That's kind of sad, isn't it? During the rainy season, they move with their herds to the desert. In the dry summer months, they migrate toward the farmland, though few raise crops. The Bedouins move from oasis to oasis, so these people basically wander from place to place, and we already said that that's what Bedouins were, and that's what nomads were. Okay, let's look at 4.5, importance to history and current events. Okay, make sure you highlight the world's 3 most influential religions, okay, which are Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Josiah, please stand. Okay, if you're falling asleep, I hope you not fall asleep. Nope, put your foot on the ground. Okay. highlight the world's 3 most influential religions: Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Okay? That is where they began. They began in the Middle East. Okay, the great kings of David and Solomon ruled there in their splendor. Most importantly, Jesus lived his earthly life there. That's kind of where Christianity began. Okay, highlight the word natural resources, which are riches of the earth. And one of the most important natural resources that we can find in the Middle East is oil. Okay? Highlight the underlined statement: the oil deposits of the Middle East are among the richest in the world. Okay? So, importance to history, that's where the 3 influential religions began: Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Okay, they have natural resources there for oil, which are riches of the earth. All right, but even though there's all these important stuff there, there's also obviously a lot of problems, okay? Unstable governments, they have struggles among the nations and different things like that. Because of this unrest and these struggles, the names and the borders of the country could change with little warning. There's not really that much stability within this country. So if you guys read at the bottom, let's continue reading. It says, the conflict between the Arabs and the Israelis goes all the way back to biblical times. The Israelis are descendants of Abraham's son Isaac, and the Arabs are descendants of his other son Ishmael. So if you guys remember who Abraham is, remember he's the father of many nations. He had one son, Isaac. That was the son that God promised to him. But because remember when they were really old, okay, his wife grew impatient, so she had her handmaid Hagar. Okay, so she had him marry or have her marry her husband and have a son with her husband. So that bore Ishmael. So that's how Ishmael was another nation born. Okay, and so when Abraham finally had his son Isaac, the descendants of Isaac were known as the Israelis, and then the sons of Ishmael were called the Arabs. Okay, so God promised that Isaac and Ishmael would each be the father of a great nation, and that through Isaac all the nations of the world or the earth would be blessed. From the time Isaac and Ishmael were young men, the struggle has existed, and it still continues in the Middle East today. Okay, so that's all that we have for today. Tonight for homework, we are to do skill sheet number 8. Okay, skill sheet number 8. Tonight we are doing let me look. Okay, it's just labeling your lines and latitude, your lines of latitude and lines of longitude, okay? So that is in your skill sheet number 8. Okay? Go ahead and put those away. Do those for homework. Grab out your Mountain Pathways book. Okay, your Mountain Pathways book. Okay, we do have some oral reading grades today. Okay, so make sure while we're reading in our story, you are following along when I call on you. And if you are not paying attention, that will be points deducted. So make sure you're following along and paying attention. And remember how I said that we need to read with expression. Okay, in your Mountain Pathways book, please turn to page number 149. Okay, 149, and we are going to read to the story, the entire story, but make sure that you guys are following along, okay? 149, we are going to read about John Henry. No, you may not.